Okay, everyone, with this video, we're going to that is add some additional finishes to the kitchen addition. Okay, but one thing I want to share with you initially is this. Okay, let me go to the paint. Okay. And let me go to colors. Okay. Well, here's what I did. Let's see. I don't want to do that. I use the eyedropper here. Okay. Sample paint. I call it the eyedropper, and I added this panel here. This panel right here. I added it. If you can zoom in here, I made it, and I covered this on a additional a previous video. I made it a ½ inch thick, and I brought it up to the underside of the countertop. Okay, and then I used the paint sample or the eyedropper, and I chose this color of my cabinetry, and then I painted this panel to match the cabinetry. So I suggest you do that, whether you have a panel like this, or well, if you have a panel like this, right? Because you want this end panel here to match the color of your cabinetry. Okay, all right, so that's what I did. And I see I have a little problem over here, but I'll take care of that problem later. Okay, I need to add a little line in there. I have a surface missing. Okay, but I'll take care of that later. Okay. All right, so what I want to do is to start to add some finishes, some additional finishes to my addition. All right. I'm going to start with the floor. Okay. Now, there are several options for flooring. Okay. So let's go to, well, first of all, let me get inside the group. Okay. So let me select this. Okay, let's get inside the group. For editing purposes, edit group. So now I'm inside the group. Good. So let's go to over here to the paint tool. Okay. Several options for my floor. I could use tile. I could use wood. Okay. Let's look at my tile samples, right? Okay. I kind of use from the previous video. I use this tile pattern here for my backsplash, right? Because I like the color and the scale of it. Okay, but now okay. So if I wanted to use a tile floor here, okay, and I want to make a distinction between the floor in my kitchen and the remaining portions of the residence, okay, what I would need to do is come here and use the line tool, okay, and use the line tool and draw a line from here. Okay. Zoom out here, let's move some stuff out of my way. Okay, to here. Okay, so now that gives me two distinct faces, okay? Between the living area here and the kitchen. Of course, I would have to select this the surface here and delete that to get my opening back. Good, that's what I would do. Good. All right, so then what I could do, if I decided to use tile, which I really am not going to do because I want to use a wood floor. But by example, if I wanted to use tile, and so I could choose this tile here because it's big enough. I mean, the scale is large enough, okay? And then I could paint the floor. Okay, see, I could paint the floor like that, and then it would end here, and then I could paint the floor of the living area a different material and color, okay? All right, if I want to use carpet, I can use carpet, right? Because we in there, if I, okay. Where's carpet right here? Carpet right here, okay. Okay, if I would use carpet like this, you know, in here, I could, right. Or that, or that, wow. Or that, whatever, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna control Z out of all of that. Okay, good. However, I don't want a different floor finish from my kitchen to my living area. I want it to be like a hardwood, okay? So I need to come in here and delete this line. Good. All right. So now I'm going to go back to paint bucket. I'm going to choose wood. Okay. All right. So now my spaces are more rectangular in their geometry, right? They're more rectangular, okay? So I could use this wood floor right here. Good, so now I painted both surfaces because they are connected. But I don't like that pattern anyway, but I don't like it how it's running perpendicular to the length of my space. So I wouldn't want to use that one, okay? So let's try another one that's runs more parallel to the room size. Okay, I'll choose this one. Okay. Good. So I like that better because it's green or its pattern is parallel to the length. Okay, I like that. However, I don't like that color at all. Okay. Okay. All right. So definitely don't like that because that looks more like plywood. Okay. But I think this is the one I want to use right here. Okay. It's not showing me the plank separation, right? That wood floors normally have, but I like the color of it. I like the color of it. Okay, so that's the one I want to use. Okay. All right. So when I deactivate the close the group, that is, see, I like the color of that. I like how it flows, and so I have hardwood here and I have hardwood there. I like that. Okay, and then of course, if I can use carpeting, I can use carpeting for my bedrooms, and then tile for my bathroom floor. If I was doing all of that. Okay, cool. So now let's get back into the wall group for editing purposes. Okay. Now I can paint my walls. And the reason why I created my backsplash within my wall group was to make it easier for this moment right here when I want to paint my walls. Okay. So now if I select, let's go to colors. Let's go to colors, that is. Okay. So I'm just gonna have a painted surface, okay? So play around with it a little bit. Okay. If I chose this color here, okay. So now it's easy, right? So I could paint this wall like this. Perfect. I like that. Okay. Then I can paint this wall here. Okay. And then I can paint this wall here. And then I can paint this little surface right here. Well, I might as well paint this too, because I would like all of this to be the same color. Okay. Okay, paint this. Okay. Okay. And I think I have this already painted. Cool. Okay, let's close the group and see how it looks. Okay, good. All the surfaces here are painted. Yeah. I like having the light colored walls because everything else is kind of dark, especially my floors. Okay, so look at that. Cool, cool, cool. And you can use the same thing to go ahead and paint the other walls, the interior walls of the other spaces, okay? You may want to use a different color, all right? But let's say I don't. Since I have this floor here, by example, I'll just go ahead and get inside the group again. And then I will paint bucket tool. So I'm just going to paint this wall. Yep, I'm going to paint this wall. I'm going to paint this wall. I'm going to paint this wall. Okay, cool. All right. So the same paint color is flowing between the paint colors for the walls flowing between the living area and the kitchen. So it gives it a more unified look, okay, in my estimation. All right, so let's get outside the group. Okay, so I like the way that looks. Cool. Okay, so now that you have everything painted, walls and all that, okay? Now you can go to the warehouse and start to add furniture, okay? Add furniture. So I know I have some bar stools here, so I'm just going to go to the warehouse. Okay? And I'm going to search for bar stools. Expand this. Okay, you have tons of choices, tons of choices. Okay, you just got to go through and decide which one you want to use. Okay. Okay, cool. And then of course you want to add, if you have a table, you can search for tables. Okay, some come with chairs. Okay, some come with chairs, so some do not. So you can just go through your options here, choose a table and chairs that you like. Cool. All right, I'm not going to add those as well. I'm going to let you do that on your own. Okay. Okay, let's go back to, see, anything else I want to share with you right now? Oops. No. Okay. Nothing else that I want to share with you right now. Okay. All right. So that's it for that video.